Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I am going to finally introduce to you my Japanese study materials. Yay! Okay, so flashback to 6 months ago. I'm not sure when it was, but okay, maybe like around September or October, I decided to sign up for the JLPT N3, which happened last December, and I had to start from the start. I had to begin again from the very start because, like, even if I'm here in Japan, I don't really use Japanese that much because I'm working in a company where we don't really use Japanese in daily conversations, so you can see the problem there. I've been here for 7 years, and there. Anyway, so a little background of my Japanese learning experience so far. When I was in the Philippines, before I moved to Japan, I studied basic Japanese, maybe just hiragana, katakana, and basic kanji. And then when I moved here, I was actually a language student. I studied at Shinjuku, and it was Bunka Institute of Language for 1 year. It was really effective that time, but there, after I graduated and started working every day, I forgot many kanji and like the grammar part because I don't use it every day, and that time I didn't have any Japanese friends at all to talk to because, I don't know, introvert maybe. But there, so right now I just want to challenge myself. That's why since last year I kept on pushing myself to go and study Japanese. Anyway, without further ado, let's start. So first, when I was reviewing I had to review first the basic. So I went back and I discovered again my language student notebooks and books. This was my notebook when I was studying in Bunka, and this was our kanji book that time. There, I really love it because it's very simple, and I used to love making notes. And actually, when I opened this for the first time after many years, I was so surprised. Like, wow, I did that. So first, I reviewed the N4 level, and this is my favorite Japanese book, the JLPT Grammar by新完全マスター. So whenever I start studying again, I always go back to this book for the basics. And after that, for me to track my goals, I need a tracker. Whenever I finish one chapter of the N3 books that I have, I cross it out. So before getting started, that's what you have to do. You have to plan your entire lesson if you're going to self-study. And then after that, what I'm using for my Jisho, my electronic dictionary, is this X word. I remember that I bought it from an electronic store here in Japan, and it was on sale that time, and maybe it was meant for elementary students, I feel. Yeah, but I bought it because it's cute, and I just want basic electronic dictionary, not the super complicated ones. You can also write kanji here if you need to. It has a pen, Wait. Yeah, it has a pen. There. Then after that, so when I started studying again, I went back to my old books and then went back to N4 because I passed this level, and then I planned out my Japanese study. So that time I had around 3 months, 3 months to prepare, and I tried my best to study at least like in every 2 days there's 1 hour. So before I went to bed or something like that, or during lunchtime there. And I wanted to make my Japanese learning fun, so I used stationery. So I finally used this swimmer, how do you call this, like word card set, I don't know. So I tried writing down the kanji here. So if I'm not doing anything, like if I'm inside the train or commuting, I can just go back to this one. Yeah, but halfway through my learning experience, I became bored by this, so I started using phone, which later I will discuss because I have many apps that I can recommend there. So after that, the ones that I use for my N3 study is Nihongo So-matome, Nihongo So-matome, and the Shin Kanzen Master. Yeah, actually I only use 3 books from their company for the intensive one, for the intensive studying: the grammar, the kanji, and the vocabulary. There, they have the reading and the listening, and I think I only opened those books like 3 days before the test. So there, I'm not sure if that's really good, like if I just wasted money on those books, but anyway. And then towards the end for my review, I just memorized all the vocabulary here. Actually it's my favorite now, this one, this N3 vocabulary by this company, and this one. Maybe I got bored of the So-matome, so these are my new favorites. Okay, so sometimes I do have free time, and that's when I watch YouTube videos. So the channels that were really helpful for me were the Nihongo no Mori, and then some random like related videos on the side. I can only remember the Nihongo no Mori channel. My favorite apps are JLPT Free Quiz, JLPT VOCAB, Kanji Teacher, Nihongo 2, and JLPT N3 Listening. It's really fun because, for example, when I started studying, even if I didn't know any hard kanji at all, I just tried, guessing what it was, and I could not get it right. But after months, I noticed that there was some progress, and I could get like 10 answers straight, which was a very big achievement for me. So I use stationery to motivate myself to study, so that's why I decided to make my own Nihongo journal. So here, I'll show you on the screen. There. And for me, it was really effective when I took down notes. Like, I also copied the kanji. I had some basic knowledge on how to write kanji from my previous learning experiences. So having a journal really helps, because when you write down something, many times you kind of, memorize the way you have to write it, and then it becomes familiar and something like that. So don't only just, read or watch YouTube videos, I recommend that you have a notebook to write down notes and just make it fun for you, because if it's not fun, why are you even doing it? Like, so during maybe like 5 hours before the test, girl got no chill, so I kept on reviewing this book. It's like the N3 mock test book, and for some reason I found some like same questions and answers from this book. So there, I think I recommend that you also invest in this one. So you study and then you have to test yourself every now and then you watch YouTube videos, you play with some apps, you take down notes, you make your own reviewers. And this year I'm planning to take the JLPT N2, and I'm the girl who needs some kind of like, I think I'm that person who needs like regular push. So that's why I've decided to enroll myself in a Kumon class there. So I just submitted my payment, and I'm not sure what really to expect. I've heard many good reviews about it from my friends, from Anne, from Ali, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Of course, when I was studying JLPT, when I was reviewing everything, and I think for the past 2 years, I've been following a page called Valiant Japanese, and I think they have really helpful infographics, and then just to disclose, so when I reached out to them, and then I told them that they have very good infographics and very useful, because I'm also into social media, and that's why, you know, I told them that they're doing a great job, and we sort of have the same passion for sharing Japanese culture as well, because I'm also part of Japan Lover Me, if you don't know. So I reached out, and then they also offered to sponsor a bit of my JLPT N3 review. So for around 2 months, I would go there once a week. I had a private teacher to tutor me and to just give me tests and she gave me a lot of tips that were very helpful during the exam. And if you don't know Valiant Japanese, you guys should check them out, because they have these very effective infographics that are kawaii as well, and usually I just screenshot them or save them on my Instagram and print out those infographics. I would print those out and make my journal more kawaii, and yeah, because if I don't do any kind of like journaling or decorating on my notebook, it's not effective. So what works for a person like me, it has to be like motivating in terms of kawaii. Okay, I'm still not very fluent when it comes to conversations, but I think that I can recognize like kanji. When it comes to reading, I think I'm improving, and also because I want to write in Japanese when I'm doing my journals, my personal journals. So I think I'm sort of improving. Still not like, you know, not that level yet, but I hope that I'll reach my Japanese study goals. So there, if you have some extra tips, feel free to share and comment down below. And if you think that this video was helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And that's all for today, and I hope that you will have a fun time studying Japanese, and it's really a rewarding experience, you know. Even when you take the test, it's like, oh my god, finally I did it. You don't have to care. Right now, I'm like neutral. Not sure if I will pass or not, but I'm hoping that I pass. But if not, I'll just try again, you know, because at least you're trying. That's what matters the most, right? So there, I hope this video was helpful. Goodbye and have a great day. Bye.